ways are you using data?
So with data, a few things. Slack is definitely low-hanging fruit for sure, because like I said, most people have access to it, and if not, the IT team is typically pretty friendly with giving it out, and that's for the communications lead. That's really the main metric and that output metric that they are responsible for. If you're using Slack, Teams also has it if you're using Teams. For events leads, so let's just say hypothetically that you use Zoom or Teams, you're able to pull a report after the meeting happens. So it's no longer just, okay, we're just guessing how many people attended this meeting, or we saw the max concurrent views, which like maybe max was like 25 people. So we're writing down somewhere that 25 people attended this event. Or really now you can pull the list, and when you look at the list, you'll see that actually 35 people attended. It just all wasn't at the same time. So you weren't even counting some people. The best thing about doing that is you're able then to pair it with, if you're using Workday, your Workday system pool, but whatever your HRIS system is, where you're holding all of your like employee information, you're able to pair that data now with the data of who attended the event. What is that going to do? It's going to help you to see what departments are most likely to attend certain events, what tenures. So are the new hires at all attending events, or do they even know about your ERG program? You're going to be able to see this broken down by location. So especially right now, there's a push for global engagement in ERGs. So that's one of the things that you're going to be able to see as well. So these are some things that having that data and pulling those reports is going to help you see. Even within your Slack channel lists, if that's how you're measuring membership, or let's just say hypothetically you're measuring membership like with a distro list or something, but even Slack channel lists will do the exact same thing. Now you're able then to pull that list and do the exact same thing. Who is making up our channel? When you have that data, when ERG leaders have that data, they're able to make better decisions. So now they're able to say, oh, wow, our tech team is really not engaged in our ERG. What can we do to intentionally increase engagement from this team? One of the examples I love highlighting with Kayak and Open Table is that their Pride ERG saw a gap in marketing engagement. So what they do, they did a marketing collaboration event where now they brought in a really good organization. It's called Advertising. Highly recommend. It's a nonprofit to speak about LGBTQ representation in media. So that actually helped to increase, because it's directly related to marketing, it helped to increase engagement with the marketing team. So these are some things that the data helps to bring to life. So Zoom reports is another big one. In general, when you put these things together, even in terms of like forms, like if your ERG has any projects or surveys, factoring that in too, so you know who is actively participating in our ERG, even in ways that aren't events or communications. You factor all this in, and then you get engagement numbers. So now just overall, what is our program's reach? How many people in the company have touched ERGs at all, even if they're not a member? How many of them have even just attended an event or participated in a project? So program reach is another one that I'm a big fan of. Something new that I'm playing around with as well in terms of metrics for co-chairs is giving them like a report card. So giving them almost like a list of tasks that their ERG is supposed to accomplish. And as they check off these things being accomplished, that's a percentage for the month that's done. Now our ERG is at an 80% completion, monthly completion rate or something like that. So there's so many metrics. I'm really diving into what this could look like in some cases, but definitely Slack engagement, Zoom is like the bare minimum basics, and also just like Slack member list or just seeing who makes up your ERG.